for joining me for Wellness Wednesday. And as promised, we are going to be going on a wonderfully deep, hypnotic and powerful journey. So I hope you're going to stick around and stay with me to discover your most authentic self. And we're going to be working on getting rid of all those old stories of negative things that you have gotten to tell yourself probably since you were really young. They need to go, and they're going to go after today's session. So I'm going to be working with two different essences, which as per usual, I've already used on me. The first one is Tuya or Tuja, which is a cedar leaf. And that works on bringing you back into your own divine, magnificent, sovereign self. And the second one is black spruce. Now, I usually use black spruce to help people work on their shadow sides, those negative stories that we don't tell many people, that we just keep inside ourselves, and that we often actually perceive as negative aspects of ourselves. So we're going to be taking an in-depth look, and in fact we're taking a journey to those to discover them and to rewrite our own stories. Now bear in mind, this is going to take at least, I would say, about 30 minutes. So don't do this if you don't have enough time. And also just be aware that it is slightly hypnotic, and if that's not your thing, I would bow out now. So let's get ourselves together. Let's sit up straight and put our hands on our lap, straighten the spine, and let's just get into the here and now, into the present, with 3 deep inhales and loud exhales from the mouth. Wonderful. Now, first of all, I'm going to go in. I'm going to use a few drops of the black spruce, which, as I said, I use mostly for clients when doing shadow work or looking at the darker side of their personality or the things that they perceive as being negative. So follow me. Inhale deeply and exhale from the mouth that I can hear. Wonderful. Now I want you to keep inhaling, and as per usual, I want you to imagine that there is a beam of light, but beam of light is silvery white, and now I want you to imagine almost like there's a star beam coming right through your crown. So keep inhaling and use your breath and use the essence to guide that light, and this light is going to open up the darkness in each one of your chakras, or you get to choose what needs light shining on it. So we're going to go straight into the crown, your spiritual center, your access to upstairs, and shine that silvery white light there. What needs to be seen in the crown chakra? And move it down to the third eye and focus that beam of beautiful silvery white starlight on the third eye. Focus on your intelligence, your innate intelligence, your wisdom. Is there anything lacking there? What about your old stories? Let's move down that silvery white beam, move it down to the throat. How is your communication? What do you tell yourself? What do you tell other people? How do you tell other people things? Is there anything that needs working on in the area of communication as we are still inhaling, using the breath, using the essence to guide this light down to the heart chakra. Now, the heart chakra is a big one for emotions. What emotions need to be looked at? What needs the light shining on it in your heart chakra area? This is a chance for you to be really honest with yourself. Open up the heart area. What needs to be looked at? What's been tucked away? Keep inhaling and using the breath and taking that silvery white beautiful starlight down to the solar plexus. This one's the biggie. This is where we're doing a lot of work today. Keep inhaling, keep breathing, take the light down to the solar plexus. This is your I am center, your own power center, your warrior center. And this is where it all gets confusing. This is where we tell a lot of our negative stories, and this is where they all get stored. And this is how you believe in yourself. So shine the light here and shine it wide, front and back. Keep inhaling the essence and move it down to the sacral area. What stories are you telling yourself about your sexuality, for instance? And keep breathing, keep shining the light. What stories have you told yourself about abundance and prosperity? And keep inhaling, take the light, move that starlight, move it down to the base of your spine, your fear center. What are your base fears, particularly now in the situation that we're in? So shine some light down there and see if you're brave enough to face your fears today. And keep inhaling the light. And take that light all the way down through the legs and shoot it into the ground. And just sit there for a moment and feel all of your chakra points illuminated. And did any of them stand out for you that need a little work, that needed the light shining on them? Just think about it for a moment. And the next essence that we're working with, the final essence, is Tuya, which is one of my favorites. As I said earlier, it's cedar leaf. And what I love about this, I call it warrior juice. And just going to put a little behind here. I've already used this in my preparations before the session. Yeah, it's warrior juice. It puts you back in your own power, puts you in your dominion. So I want you to rub your hands together and inhale with me. Deep inhale, loud exhale. And 2 more of those. Deep inhale, loud exhale. It smells like old cedar chests. Deep inhale, loud exhale. And now, I'm going to keep inhaling and use your breath and use this beautiful cedar leaf essence. And now there is a golden white light coming through your crown. So use the breath and use the essence to guide that golden white light down the back of the head, down to the base of the skull. And now with your breath and with the essence, I want you to light up your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Light it up with that golden light and make it glow golden. Keep inhaling as you're moving that light down your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, and lighting it up. And as you're lighting it up, it's making you want to sit up straight. It's making you want to pull your shoulders back. It's making you realize that you are standing in your own divine, sovereign, magnificent self, and feel it helping to straighten your spine as you get to the base of the spine. And keep inhaling and use the essence and your breath and the light. Feel your spine tingling and glowing as you sit there, upright in your divine, magnificent self. And now with the next inhale, I'm going to push that golden light into the rest of your body, push that warrior juice into the rest of the body to meet all that silvery white light. And I want you to put your hands on your knees, keep your eyes closed, and just feel what it's like to mingle that beautiful silvery starlight with the golden white warrior light. Cool. I hope you're feeling good. Now for this next bit, you can sit upright but somewhere comfortable. Hopefully you'll get a little back support, but it's also really cool if you want to go and lie down, because this you're going to be doing with your eyes closed. This is the guided meditation part. So stop the video or just, I'll give you a minute to get comfortable and get ready to prepare for your journey. Just take a bit more of these essences in there, quite exquisite. Okay, now that you are comfortable, I'd like you to close your eyes and just take a couple of deep inhales and loud exhales. And now I'd like you to imagine or to picture that you are in a beautiful garden, like a country garden, maybe like an English country garden. And I want you to look around the garden, take a little stroll around the garden and notice all the beautiful flower beds, all the beautiful, exquisitely coloured flowers. And notice whatever trees there are. Maybe there's a big old oak tree with a rope swing hanging from its branches. Maybe if you turn around and look to your right, there's a beautiful fountain and a little bit of a formal garden. And as you wander through the garden, perhaps you're going to want to sit on the little stone bench that's along the path that leads through the garden. And notice all the different shades of green, the different bushes, the different trees, and the birds flying around the garden. And I want you to look up and see how beautiful the blue sky is with a few marshmallowy like white clouds. And now I want you to walk down the little gravel path that leads through the garden and takes you further and further down the garden path. And as you're walking down the path, maybe there's a wood pile on the left. And on the right, maybe another little fountain and a beautiful wicker bench. And you keep walking down the garden path, and there's a beautiful breeze blowing, and you're looking up and you can feel the sun on your face. And look at the blue sky. And look at the little white clouds overhead as you're walking slowly down the garden. And you see at the end of the path, there's a little wooden gate. And you're walking down that path to the wooden gate. And when you get to the wooden gate, I want you to open it and step through the wooden gate. And you close the gate behind you. And you feel the beautiful breeze of the wind. And you find yourself at the top of a set of rough stone steps. And you're standing on the top step, step number 10. And you take a deep inhale. And you step down from step 10 to step 9. As you're feeling very relaxed and taking in that beautiful breeze and feeling the sun overhead as you step down to step number 8, feeling very relaxed and safe as you step down to step number 7. Very aware of the heat of the sun and the movement of the clouds, and feeling safe and relaxed as you step down to step 6. And stepping down to step 5. And looking at the view of the countryside beyond the steps as you step down to step 4, feeling relaxed, feeling safe, feeling very calm as you step down to step number 3, feeling the breeze on your face, feeling the sun on your skin, feeling good and feeling relaxed as you step down to step number 2. Hearing hearing the sound of the river that's at the bottom of the steps, feeling the breeze, feeling the sun as you step down to step 1. And as you get to step 1, you step off step 1 onto the little stone path that leads beside a slow-moving river. And you walk ahead, you walk down this little path by the river, noticing the reeds popping up out of the water, and you feel the sun on your face. And you look up and you see how beautiful the blue sky is with those little white, fluffy, marshmallowy clouds as you walk down the river, and you walk past the fences on your right that lead to the green fields that lead into the distance. And you notice all of the beautiful wild flowers in the fields as you walk down the path, along the river, by the rushes, feeling that beautiful cool breeze, and noticing the wildflowers poking through the wooden fence on your right as you're walking down the little path by the slow-moving river, and noticing the dragonflies, how beautiful the dragonflies are that keep flying around you. Notice the amazing, beautiful colours of their wings and the intricate pattern of their wings as you walk down the river, down the path, noticing the wildflowers in the fields fading into the distance, feeling the sun on your face, feeling that beautiful breeze, and feeling happy and warm and safe as you carry on down that river path towards a beautiful weeping willow that you can see right ahead. And you're walking down to the weeping willow as you notice a flock of swallows overhead flying all around you. Beautiful, beautiful birds. And you notice more dragonflies in the bulrushes in the river as you're walking towards the beautiful green weeping willow, which is getting closer and closer. And the path leads you to the weeping willow and leads right under the weeping willow. And you part the branches of the weeping willow and step underneath the tree. And there, loosely tied to the riverbank, is a beautiful old rowing boat with some beautiful deep green and golden cushions all lined up in the back. And you know that you have to step into that rowing boat and make yourself comfortable. Lie down in the back of that rowing boat and get comfortable on those green and gold cushions. And as you do so, and you get settled and are very comfortable, and you're feeling very safe and very relaxed, the rowing boat slowly starts to pull away from the weeping willow and makes its way slowly downstream. And you're feeling very safe and very relaxed. And you know that the boat knows exactly where it's going. And you're feeling very safe and very relaxed as the boat slowly makes its way down the river under a beautiful canopy of green trees and weeping willows and bushes that almost look like a green tunnel, like a tunnel of love. And the sun shining on the green almost makes it seem like it's the color of the heart chakra, that you're surrounded by healing and love. And that green resonates with the heart chakra. That beautiful green light down the tunnel of love really vibrates with the heart chakra as you're slowly moving down the river in the rowboat, trusting that the boat knows exactly where it's going and feeling safe and secure and cozy and comfortable, and feeling the vibrations on the heart chakra. And every now and then the sun pierces through the canopy of green and hits the solar plexus with that golden white light, and really, really warms up the solar plexus and makes you feel powerful and strong and safe as you're moving down the river slowly, comfortably on those green and gold cushions. And perhaps you might want to put your hand over the side in the water and feel the cool, slow-moving motion of the water as the boat moves slowly down the river under the beautiful canopy of green trees and bushes and branches, with the occasional sunbeam piercing through and warming the solar plexus, warming the heart chakra as you go slowly down the river, feeling safe and secure. And as you're lying back on the green and gold cushions in the slowly moving boat, in the distance you can make out a beautiful old wooden jetty or dock. And you know that that is where the boat is heading, and you can feel, you sense that the boat knows exactly where it's meant to go. So with your hand trailing in the water maybe, or just relaxed on your tummy, the boat slowly makes its way to the old wooden dock. And slowly, the boat moves alongside the dock, and you tie the boat up, and you gently step out, and you start to walk down the jetty. And you see in the distance a rather large, kind of cream-colored object. And you know that you're supposed to walk towards this object. And you walk slowly down the jetty, and this object is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, until you come up to the object and you see a big, big cream canvas covering something. You rip off the canvas, and in front of you there is a big, full-length mirror. And you stand in front of that mirror. Now what do you see? How do you see yourself? What do you notice first? Is it your face? Is it your body? Is it what you're wearing? Are you wearing anything? How are you choosing to see yourself right now in this mirror? Perhaps you turn around and look at yourself from behind and see how you look. Is this how you want to be seen? Is this how you really see yourself? Is this how other people see you, perhaps? Move up close. Take a closer look at yourself. And then step back. And now get comfortable in front of the mirror. And I want you to think about all of those old stories and beliefs that you've been either told about yourself from childhood, or that you currently believe about yourself. All those things that you maybe would perceive as negative things. Think about those. And now, I'd like you to release them. Just let them go. You've thought about them. You spent some time with them. Just release them. And now, I would like you to tell all the things to yourself in this mirror, these affirmations about yourself, the beliefs that you really, really want to have. I'm going to suggest a few things in the beginning, but I'm sure that you can come up with your own. Face the mirror and say, I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am smart. I am loved. And spend some time thinking of your own affirmations. Or for those things that you've always wished somebody would have told you, your mother or father perhaps, your husband, your wife, your partner. What would you like to tell this you right now in this situation? This is your chance to tell your own new story. I am healthy. I am proud. I am a warrior. I am magnificent. I am divine. I am loved. Now I'm going to leave you for a minute or so to tell yourself your own new story. And now I would like you to walk up to the mirror and say to the you in the mirror, thank you. Thank you for my new story. And throw the canvas over the mirror, turn around and walk down the jetty towards the rowing boat. You're getting closer and closer to the rowing boat, which is just gently nudging the edge of the jetty. And as you get to the end of the jetty, and you notice those beautiful green and gold cushions in the back of the boat, you gently climb into the boat and lie back on the cushions as the boat gently moves away from the jetty, and it knows where it's going. It's heading back upstream to where we came from. And you're lying back, feeling comfortable and feeling safe. But now you're feeling powerful. And you're feeling loved. You're feeling energized as the boat slowly moves under that beautiful green canopy of trees and bushes, and fills your heart with that beautiful feeling of green, warm, universal love. And the sun still pierces through the canopy of green and hits you on your solar plexus, igniting that sense of self-worth, igniting the warrior side of you as the boat gently glides up the stream, under the canopy, and you're feeling safe and relaxed, yet energized and excited about the new you as the boat gently moves up the stream, heading towards that beautiful tree, the weeping willow, where you first set out. And you're lying back in the green and the gold cushions, feeling that tunnel of love, feeling that you're deep in the green, in the healing light, as the sunbeams pierce through the green and hit you on the solar plexus, warming up your divine, magnificent self. And now you notice a beautiful weeping willow getting closer and closer. And the boat knows where it's going, and it gently nudges through the branches of the weeping willow and moves alongside the riverbank. And when it stops, you carefully stand up and get out of the boat and walk through the branches of the weeping willow back up the path from where you came from earlier. And you're walking along the path and feel that wonderful cooling breeze with the sun on your skin. And you notice the blue sky once again, and the fields of wildflowers now on your left, and they're poking through the wooden fence on your left. And maybe your hands hitting the bulrushes in the river. And you're walking slowly down the path, back to the steps where you came from. Noticing the birds in the sky. Feeling that breeze on your skin. Feeling the warmth of the sun. And noticing the beautiful dragonflies as you head towards the bottom of the steps. And as you get to the bottom of the 10 steps, you step onto the first step, inhaling the breeze, feeling the breeze off the river, noticing the dragonflies as you step up to step 2. And you're feeling powerful as you step up to step 3. And you're feeling the sun on your solar plexus and your magnificent new self as you step up to step 4. And then step 5. Noticing the blue skies overhead and feeling more love and feeling more confidence and more courage as you step up to step 6. And up to step 7, and feeling confident and energized and more awake and alert as you step up to step 8. Feeling good, feeling magnificent, feeling your magnificence as you step up to step 9. Really becoming aware of your new strength and power as you step up to step 10. where you find the wooden gate, you open the gate and step through the gate, close it behind you, and you're back in the garden where we started, but you are feeling like you are in your most divine, magnificent, sovereign self. You're feeling powerful, feeling full of that warrior juice, feeling loved from being in the tunnel of love. And I want you to go and sit somewhere in the garden, maybe on the wicker bench, maybe the stone bench. Maybe go and sit on the swing hanging from the branch of the oak tree. Or maybe you just want to sit on the grass and just sit there for a moment while you think about your journey and all the powerful words and affirmations that came to you as you're coming back into your body, into your sense of self, or your new sense of self. And just know that you can go back there at any time, but I want you to now sit up, take a good deep inhale and loud exhale, and really notice what it feels like to come back into your own divine, magnificent, sovereign self. Well, I hope that worked for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I will see you for Quick Fix Friday.